Right then, United fans. We need to have a proper chat about what's happening at Carrington, because this Benjamin Cesco situation is getting serious. And I mean properly serious. The lads upstairs have made their minds up and they're going all in for the Leipzig striker. Forget everything you've heard about other targets. This is where we're putting our eggs in one basket. And honestly, it's about bloody time we showed some proper ambition. Here's the thing that's got me buzzing. We're not messing about with panic buys or settling for second best anymore. Sesko's been on our radar since he was 16. 16! That's proper long-term thinking, not the scattergun approach we've been famous for. Christopher Vivel, our director of recruitment, he knows this lad inside out from his Red Bull days. When someone who's worked with a player is pushing this hard for a move, you sit up and listen, don't you? Listen, if you're getting as excited about this as I am, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're going to be all over this transfer saga, and trust me, you don't want to miss a single update. We're your home for everything United, the good, the bad, and the absolutely mental. Right, back to Cesco. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. 80 to 90 million euros for a lad who scored 13 Bundesliga goals last season. That's a fair shout. But let me tell you why this makes perfect sense. We're not just buying goals. We're buying potential. We're buying a decade of service if this comes off. Look at Haaland. City didn't hesitate when they saw what he could become. Cesco's 22. He's already bagged 16 goals for Slovenia, and he's been developing in one of the most demanding leagues in Europe. The timing couldn't be better either. Newcastle are sniffing around because Isak wants out to Liverpool. Arsenal have gone for Gyökeres instead. And we've got a clearer run at him than we've had in months. Sources are saying the lad would actually prefer Old Trafford over Newcastle. Now that's what I want to hear. Villa won't budge on Watkins. Fair play to them, but we're not paying through the nose for a 29-year-old when we can get someone who could be our striker for the next 10 years. What's got me really excited is how this fits into Amorim's system. We desperately need someone who can lead the line, someone who can be the focal point of our attack. We finished 15th in the Premier League last season. Absolutely shocking for a club of our size. Only Bruno Fernandes reached double figures for goals, which tells you everything about our attack and problems. Cesco brings that physicality, that presence in the box, and most importantly, he's hungry to prove himself at the highest level. The lad's got pedigree too. Made his Slovenia debut the day after his 18th birthday, been performing in the Champions League, scored some absolute belters against Bayern Munich. 21 goals and 6 assists in all competitions last season is proper numbers for someone his age. And this isn't some punt on a League One wonder kid. This is a calculated move for someone who's already showing he belongs at elite level. I'll be honest though, the money side of things is giving me a headache. We've already spent over $127 million on Cunha and Mbeumo. Both quality additions, but where's this Cesco money coming from? Sales. That's where. The latest reports suggest we've got a delegation flying out to Germany to get this done for around $70 million, but Leipzig are holding firm at $80 million. Garnacho might be on his way out, and that would fund a massive chunk of this deal. The really interesting subplot here is what this means for Højlund. Poor lad's had a tough second season, and bringing in another young striker is going to pile the pressure on. But maybe that's exactly what we need. Proper competition, proper standards. If Rasmus steps up, brilliant. If Cesco comes in and shows him how it's done, even better. Leipzig won't make this easy for us. They never do. Remember the Werner saga? The Upamecano negotiations? They drive a hard bargain, but they're not unreasonable. If we hit that 80 million mark, they'll listen. The question is whether we've got the bottle to go that high for a player who could transform our attack for years to come. What gets me most excited is the signal this sends. We're not settling anymore. We're not looking for cheap fixes or past superstars on free transfers. We're identifying the best young talent in Europe and going after them properly. That's what big clubs do. That's what we should have been doing all along. The next few weeks are going to be massive. Leipzig know they've got us over a barrel. Newcastle are breathing down our necks, and every day we delay gives other clubs a chance to swoop in. But if we pull this off, if we get Cesco through those Old Trafford doors, we're looking at a completely different United next season. This could be the signing that finally gets us back where we belong. Not just competing, but actually winning things again. Cesco's got that hunger, that drive you need to succeed at United. He's not coming for an easy ride. He's coming to prove he belongs among the very best. Do you lot agree with this, or are we being too hopeful again? Drop your thoughts below. Is Cesco the missing piece, or should we be looking elsewhere?